Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. It's been a busy couple of weeks here. I think it's between folks that are winding up the season and just looking to get their reels serviced for storage, and there's others that are just preparing for the fall run. And we have two big fall runs up here. We have the striped bass run, which should be getting organized soon, and we also have the sea bass and black fishing run, which is a November kind of a thing. And between the two of them, it will keep us busy right through the holidays, and then it should tail off for a while. Well, we've got more reels. What can I say? It keeps us busy. All right, the first one is actually a drop-off. It comes from David. It's an absolutely beautiful reel. This is not your everyday Daiwa 47H. This happens to be the Daiwa Sea-Line 47SH, which is a high-speed reel. And I previously serviced it. It's in beautiful condition. David had asked me to put Carbon-Tex drag washers in it for that black fishing season. So we did that. And here's the source for those. It's Smooth Drag. They're located out in Oak Hills, California. If you go on to smoothdrag.com, you'll be able to order the Carbon-Tex washers for most fishing reels where Carbon-Tex washers are available. So those just arrived. I'll be updating this reel, and we'll get it out there to David so he and his daughter can take it fishing. Well, next one comes in. Got a little head start in opening these up. This one comes in from Dave in Michigan. He sent me several reels, and let's see what this one is. We just finished an SS Daiwa reel from we got this is the Daiwa Emblem Z. And these are beautiful reels. This one, well, they've sent nice reels in general. I believe this has got the same setup as the tournament reel. That square cap on the end usually suggests that it's a worm drive fishing reel. This one looks to be in a 50 size category. And, well, he's asking for a tune-up, and we'll go ahead and do that. Just want to make sure that that works. Very nice, very clean reel. And that always makes it a little bit easier to service. Well, if you like seeing fishing reels serviced, if you like to learn about them, if you like to understand how they're made, why they're made, where they're used, who made them, when they made them, etc., then I want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel, because subscribing to my channel doesn't cost you anything, but you get a lot from that subscription. You get to see when I'm posting, and well, when I post is oftentimes the reel you might want to learn more about. So I would encourage you to do just that, to subscribe. And if you do subscribe, use that notification button. Well, this one comes in from John. This is an Okuma Cedros. I previously took it apart and found out it had scarred gears in it. You can probably hear it. And I couldn't find them, but John found them. He found them on eBay, of all places. That's what we have here. We have a replacement gear and pinion gear. They look to be new. And, well, we're going to put those in for John and keep this Cedros running. This is an interesting reel in that it has an elliptical drive. So when you look at the drive, it looks more like a football than a circle. And that's supposed to distribute the stress on the oscillation gear throughout the cranking cycle. So if we get a chance, we'll do the video on this one about how to replace the gears, and also about the idea behind those elliptical drives. Well, next one comes up from, where does it come up from? I don't know. Hard to see. I don't know. Kind of weird. All right, well, hopefully they put some information inside the box, because I can't tell from that label where it came from, and I only have my address on the outside. If you folks do decide to send fishing reels to me, please include the contact information. I can't tell you how many times I have a reel come in, and, well, I just can't find it. Well, this one comes in from Dennis in New Hampshire. And Dennis is sending me the B-Mag. We've done a couple of these Shimano B-Mag reels. They're nice reels all around. Classics. This one seems like it's all tamped down. I don't know what's going on here. Seems like the drag washers are unadjustable. And, well, it doesn't seem like it's catching. So I guess we'll find out what went wrong in the service of that reel. And we'll put that one back together and get that one out there fishing. You know, a lot of times it's the simple things that make a reel go wrong when you're servicing. And just have to start over again. Best way to do that is just pretend that you never did the service to begin with. Just open it up, taking a new look at it. Sometimes you'll find out, in the case where drags aren't working, that you misinstalled the bottom drag washer, or the ones that have the eared washers that come out of the slots. There's all kinds of little reasons why those things happen. The next one comes up from Bobby. Bobby is he watches our piece every night, which is great. And well, he tells me this one needs an idler gear, that the worm gear is not turning on this one. This is a Penn 9 Peerless. Bobby says it's one of his favorite reels. I can't disagree with that. Those are great reels all around. In this case, we need the idler gear for it. So we'll have to go order that. And just like I was showing you, the smooth drag is a source of parts for your Carbon-Tex washer needs. If you need a Penn part, the place that I use and recommend is mysticparts.com. They're located here in New Jersey. They're an authorized Penn parts distributor, and Penn often refers folks that call Penn directly to Mystic Parts for parts fulfillment. So if you need a part, that part is still available. That's the place to go. Well, and then another repeat customer. So I always like to see repeat customers come in. It kind of tells me I must be doing something right. And this one comes from Dan. Dan is out in California. He's up there in the San Francisco Bay Area. He's been doing some fishing, and every now and then I get a few reels in from him that well, just need some service. Either he's found them or it's just time to service them. And let's see what he sent in this time. So here's an older Penn. It's the Penn 720. It's the interesting case. So this reel, to my knowledge, came in 3 different cases. This is the 720Z. The one that's most common is the black one. I have a brown one. It's kind of a copper kind of a color. And then this one is the blue case. And it's, sometimes these got the 2 fishes on it. Wow. That's all I can say about this one is wow, it's stuck. So let's just take a quick look here. I don't want to hold everybody in suspense, but I suspect we got silly putty for grease in there. It's hard to say, but my guess is it's just loaded with old grease. Well, we have a bigger problem than just old grease here. This is the one where the you have this little, I call them teeth because they look like teeth when they break apart. This is the crosswind block for the reel, and that crosswind block, well, it's no longer made, no longer available. I'm going to have to get in touch with Dan because there is an aftermarket crosswind block available. Actually, I think you can find it on mysticparts.com. It's not inexpensive. It's, I want to say, $20 or $25 for that crosswind block. And if Dan wants to pursue that at this point, we'll go get that for him. Probably the same time we're ordering that idler gear for Bobby. I don't want to lose this screw, so if you'll indulge me for a moment, I'll use this time to tell you that if you have any questions on these reels or any reels, if you'd like to know a little bit more about how they're used, I guess we'll just set that aside for a moment. How they're used, who made them and when, and how to service them and keep them working. I encourage you to do that. Well, and the next reel that Dan is sending in, well, Chris, who is also a regular channel viewer, and I were just having a conversation about these. This is, in this case, this is a Daiwa. It's the AB4050. It is a rear drag fishing reel in a very large format. Most of the time you will see the rear drag associated with a pond reel, maybe a 1,000 or 2,000 size. Very rarely do you see the rear drag in the 50, 60, 70 sizes, although Chris has a few of those. And that's because you have limited max drag. There's only so many drag washers, and they're all small that can fit in that cavity there. So we'll take the opportunity to work on this reel for Dan, tune it up, and we'll keep it fishing again. Well, that's the latest and the greatest of what the delivery services have brought into me. Some interesting ones, some ones with broken pieces and parts. We have 2 of those, and that's a little bit of what reel repair is about. You want to take your reel apart, you want to take a view inside to that, make sure that all of the pieces and parts are what they should be, identify ones that need to be replaced either because of wear or because they've broken, and then work from there in terms of cleaning, inspecting, relubricating, and giving those reels a second chance to go fishing. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the previews, and if you have any questions on these, again, please leave them in the comment section. And again, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It helps the channel, and it'll help you to identify videos that are being posted, and we'll make a decision as to whether those are videos you would like to watch. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Before I leave, I want to thank our first responders, our police, fire, safety, rescue, everybody involved in keeping us out of harm's way. And I want to thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next episodes. They should be fun. They will include some of the reels that we showed today. Have a great day.